Now, hello, I'm F. Smith, and today I'm going to do a video on how to make a successful booktube channel. And I know what you're probably going to ask yourself is, what would you know about making a successful booktube channel when your channel's been unsuccessful for the last 5 years straight in a row? Good question. The thing is, I have done everything the exact wrong way. And since I know everything I do is the wrong way, if I give you advice to do it the right way, aka the opposite of everything I'm doing, then you're bound to succeed where I fail, which is why I'm going to give you this advice. Now, the first thing you need to ask yourself is, what type of booktube channel do you want? Because there's only a few types-ish. There is, of course, the YA community, which still gets, if you make it there, you still can get a good amount of views there. Then there's the other subgroup, which is the high-class literary or classics department subsection, which again still managed to get some moderate views. And then, of course, kind of have diverse, kind of have like the genres of like fantasy and science fiction, sort of, but most of the time they just get clumped in with YA anyways, so it's like kind of, but not really. And then there's, of course, the other subgroup of booktube, which is very important, the diversity subsection, which is hugely important because you should always bring up diversity no matter what you're doing. If you're in the middle of sex, always bring up diversity right in the middle of it, because, you know, having a great, important discussion around important diversity is right when you're in the middle of sex really nails it. Doing the same thing while you're eating in the middle of dinner. Doing the same thing while you're trying to enjoy yourself at a theme park or any other place where you just want to have fun. Nope, no, always bring up diversity wherever you go and keep saying over and over and over again on the chalkboard, writing it down, diversity matters, 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 which will not in any way be boring or completely undermine whatever you're trying to get at when you bring up diversity. Nope, nope, no side effects out of that will go badly. Nope, nope. And you're bound to make some headway and success with, you know, bringing up the diversity quoting. So always keep that in mind. Now, wait, what are you doing? Are you trying to read a book? Are you trying to talk about a book? No. Booktube is not really about books. You rarely talk about books, you rarely read books, you rarely read books on screen, let alone actually review the books, especially considering the majority of the so-called audience of BookTube don't even watch reviews on BookTube and give excuses like, well, this is a visual medium, so thereby we shouldn't have to review books, and we have other sources for that. Of course, you would never say the same thing about fucking movie reviews. Why don't we just not make any movie reviews? Because half the time it's just someone talking in front of a camera, or they're talking while they're looping a fucking trailer. That's not visually interesting at all. I mean, and plus, we got Rotten Tomatoes. So what do we need movie reviews for on this platform called YouTube? It's ridiculous. It's very hypocritical. At least booktubers are sensible enough, both with the audience and with the people making the channels about BookTube, to know how useless and pointless, you know, reading books are and giving reviews about books are. What really matters is fucking aesthetics. Aesthetics is all that matters. You need to get big fucking shelves. You need to make those shelves as pretty and full of beautiful hardcover books as humanly possible. You need to get pretty covers, okay? The books have to have pretty covers. You can't have a book that's not with pretty covers, because pretty covers are the only way to go. You need in the thumbnails not only the pretty shelving you're going to put in there, but a whole handful of books that's bigger than your, that's bigger than what you can carry, so you can make that little joke about how you can't carry all the books and drop half of them. And you can not talk about any book that is not being published this second. It has to be published now. You can't have anything that was published 5 years ago. You can't get some older volume book. What are you in the 1800s? No. You always get the most recent releases. Even if you're doing the classics department, you always get the most recent releases. Always get the most recent releases. Even if it costs you a lot of money and you might get in debt, that doesn't matter. If you want to make a successful booktube channel, this is the way you do it if you're lucky. But Again, there's a problem with so many channels doing the same thing, but then everyone keeps watching the same thing anyway, so what does it matter? So those are just a few of the important tools to keep in mind when you're doing your booktube channel. The other thing is, what type of videos you're going to make. Obviously, you're probably going to make book hauls, or you're going to make videos about going into bookshops and showing the shops, and then in the middle of that also doing book hauls, or you're going to do tags, or you're going to do videos where they're not book hauls, but TBRs, or you're going to do the opposite of TBRs, which is the oh damn it, the name of it. Hold on, I'm thinking of the name of it. I rarely use it. So what was it? It's on the tip of my tongue, and I'm sure you're already thinking what it is. It's oh shit, TBRs, TBR. Hold on a second. God damn it, I always forget the name of this. But it's a very important thing if you want any success on the channel, because, you know, these are one of the things you do. And I can't think of the name for the life of me, because it's no, it wasn't that. What was the name of it? God damn it. I'm sure you're already thinking of it in your head. You're already like, oh, it's this one. See, you're even more ahead of how to make a booktube channel than I am. Yes. What was it? What was it? Wrap up. That's it. Wrap ups. That was the other thing, which is more with both the book hauls, not the book hauls, but the TBRs and the wrap ups, is really just a giant summary of the book. And maybe you be like you like it at the end and give a star rating afterwards if you do the TBRs. But essentially, it's just summary of book. Here's a book I read. Yay. Because, you know, you don't need a review on this channel. Review's not important, even though it's fine to have reviews in other sites and whatnot, like other media, like movie reviews. But movie reviews, they always show clips of the movie. Right, it's not like you've never seen a movie review where someone's just talking in front of a camera. What matters most importantly is the aesthetic. It's to have the pretty colors and the pretty lighting and the pretty books, and everything is skin deep. Nothing beneath that, just skin deep. The books are skin deep. I don't even see the point of why you even get the books. Why don't you just buy the covers themselves? Because that's all you want to show half the time anyways. Well, actually more than half the time, but you get the idea. And I know there is a little teensy-weensy little bit of booktube-ish stuff that isn't directly linked to one of these things, but there's not many of them, and they never get enough attention or watch time, so it's always, you know, put up discussed. Another form of video which always takes precedent is like filming at a convention, which isn't filming at conventions, or, you know, just having a daily vlog which has like nothing to do with books or reading, or hardly anything to do with reading, and so on. And look, it's not that any of these things are bad in and of itself. It's just it undermines the actual content of what you're actually reading itself and completely ignoring it. And it just doesn't make sense for such a such a subgenre of YouTube that's supposed to be about books to not really be about books, but just the cover of the books. And you can give the same excuses you give for Instagram, but with Instagram, it is just mostly pictures. Fair enough. This is YouTube. You're allowed to, you know, talk and speak and have opinions like every other subsection of YouTube does. Hell, you'd rather talk about your goddamn drama that's in BookTube than you would rather talk about books on YouTube. Anyways, if you follow all these things I've said, you're bound to succeed, where I've completely failed miserably for the last 5 or so years, and I continue to fail. And honestly, at this point, I really just don't give a damn. I just keep going because I feel like it. And fuck it, no one's gonna watch this anyways. Yeah, I think I covered everything. I'm sure if there's any comments in this video, unlikely, but you never know. Probably missed something you could point out, but I think I covered everything you need to do to make a successful BookTube channel that isn't about books, all about the aesthetics, all about how pretty you can make your shelves look, maybe in a rainbow color arrangement, you know, get the most pretty-eyed colors colors imaginable, color covers anyway, imaginable, and you know, you're good to go. You don't even need to read to really make a booktube channel, so that's great. Um, yeah, I'm done. See you next time.